So the other day, I realized that the Instagram Reels algorithm is more powerful than I thought. I mean, we all know how it works. They show you a video, and if you view it multiple times or at least the entire length of the video, then they try to show you one that's very similar to that. So that's no secret, right? Um, I mainly watch Instagram Reels, which I know it's a problem nowadays. We really shouldn't be watching them as much as we do, or at least I should. But I usually tend to doom scroll just to see funny videos and just get a laugh, essentially. Um, but the other day, I was doom scrolling before bed. I think we all normally do that, as I normally do. But this time, for some reason, and I didn't catch it initially, but the videos that were being shown to me were the quote unquote, I guess, the depressed doom scrolling, or at least I like to call it that. Um, Anyway, I did watch a few of those, and it honestly pointed out an insecurity that I didn't know I had. And if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, it's the type of videos that usually depicts men in general that are like depressed, saying that nobody loves them. They're not going to find a partner. They're essentially a loner. And I essentially like hit all the check boxes because for me, I'm a guy in my 20s, late 20s, and I don't really have a social life. I'm not in a relationship, so I live by myself, and yeah, I think you guys get the picture. But I didn't really have a problem with that. Like, it was just like my everyday life. That's my everyday life. I work, go to the gym, just don't really socialize with anybody aside from my family, which I'm really grateful for. But it doesn't really extend beyond that in my day-to-day basis. But once I started seeing these videos, like I kind of got like sad because I was like, man, I do fit the criteria of, you know, living by myself. Nobody talks to me. Nobody checks up on me, aside from my family. But like that really just got to me, like, and I really put me like in a very like negative space for a few couple of days, and I'm still kind of like recovering from that, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. um but on day three, like I kind of wanted to put this to the test because I noticed that these videos were only being shown to me late at nights, because during the day, like it was my normal feed of like funny videos and all that brain rot that Instagram throws at me. It's the algorithm that I've tailored for years, I would say. But the depressed videos per se weren't being shown during this time period. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna test if these videos are only being shown like late at night. So I kind of prepared myself mentally, like, all right, well, try not to think too much of these videos because you're only going to get more depressed, but just kind of prove your point. So at the very end of the day, like right before bed, I started scrolling again, and purposefully trying to avoid these videos. And I was trying to watch the videos that I normally watch on a day-to-day basis. But the algorithm was like really, really trying to push for like these depressed like doom scrolling, very late at night. So I'm like, man, like Instagram really just like wants to make me depressed because it knows that I fit the criteria, even though like I just doom scrolled for one night, but now like it's making it its mission to push this type of content very late in the day. And like that's, or most of our thoughts are kind of just like wandering because like we're trying to go to bed, so our so we're not being distracted is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is be careful, because based on all the comments that I've seen in all those videos, there's a lot of depressed people out there, and I'm not trying to say that my life isn't any easier than anybody else's. I know there's people that are going through different battles in life. Mine isn't necessarily easy. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I just try to look at the positives in life. But I just think that we should all be careful, and it's okay to feel bad, feel sad. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, just try not to go down that path of the depressed doom scrolling because it can really mess with you. So But yeah, right now I'm just trying to um, not doom scroll at the end of the day. I'm trying to read a book. That way I fall asleep quicker, and that way I'm not, you know, stuck with negative thoughts right before going to bed. So, but anyways, if you guys haven't been feeling down or a little bit, sad lately, or don't have anybody to talk to, just go ahead and leave me a comment. I'll be your friend. So I'll be sure to, cheer you up to the best of my ability. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you.